Hello, welcome to Apocalypse Otaku. I am your host Shar, and I am here to give you your voice actor birthdays, your adult swim schedule, and a little bit MCU news, just a tiny bit. As far as birthdays go, it is Alexis Tipton and Meredith McCoy. Both their birthdays today, so happy birthday! Or have a happy birthday. So, we're going to go on to the news, and today's news is on Collider. This one has to do with Spider-Man No Way Home. Um, it has the release date, the cast, plot details, and everything they know so far. Let's find out what they know, shall we? The third Spider-Man film of the Tom Holland era is one of the year's most anticipated movies. Following the events of Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home, Peter Parker is once again trying to balance life as a teenager and a superhero. But what does that mean for Spider-Man 3? After all, this film is the last film on Tom Holland's contract, playing the web slinger. We're nearing the end of the current Sony Disney agreement that allows them to share the character. So this could potentially be his final appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here we're going to break down everything we know about Spider-Man No Way Home. When will Spider-Man No Way Home be released? The third film in the Spider-Man series is set to release in theaters. That's right, in theaters on December 17th, 2021. Will Spider-Man No Way Home be released on Disney Plus or streaming? As of right now, there are no plans for a streaming release of Spider-Man No Way Home. Since Sony Pictures is distributing the film, not Disney, that means the film is not a candidate for the current strategy of releasing a movie in theaters and on Disney Plus with Premiere Access at the same time. Furthermore, Sony has thus far not made any of its new releases available for streaming right away. So odds are the only way to see Spider-Man No Way Home this December is in a movie theater. Which cast members are returning to Spider-Man No Way Home? The majority of the cast from the previous Spider-Man films will be returning to the third movie, meaning we will see all of Peter's friends, classmates, and teachers in some capacity. Of course, we have Tom Holland returning as Peter Parker, Zendaya, MJ, Jacob Batalon as Ned Leeds, and Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. We also see the rest of the sporting cast returning with the likes of Jon Favreau, Happy Hogan, Tony Revolori, Flash Thompson, and Jory Rice, Betty Brant. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your names, but these are unfamiliar names. JB Smoove, Mr. Dell, and Martin Starr as Mr. Harrington. There are also rumblings of J.K. Simmons reprising his role as J. Jonah Jameson, but there hasn't been an official confirmation. Who are the new cast members in Spider Man 3? That's what everybody wants to know. With most of the cast returning from Spider Man Far From Home, you might expect the film to only feature one or two new characters. After all, the film needs a villain and maybe a few subordinates, right? Well, it looks like No Way Home will feature plenty of new faces. Looks promising. First of which is Jamie Foxx, reprising his role from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Foxx plays the villain known as Electro, the same villain who went face to face with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man almost a decade ago. He is not the only Spider-Man alum returning. Alfred Molina is also set to return as Dr. Octopus in the film. You might remember his bout with Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2 back in 2004, way back when. Those are the only two confirmed stars to be reprising roles from other Spider-Man franchises. Still, Collider exclusively reported that Garfield and Kirsten Dunst are expected to return, and offers were out to Maguire and Emma Stone as well, but said we have no film confirmation from Sony either way. Now, it might seem weird that these actors are returning to their roles all these years later, but we've seen J.K. Simmons play J. Jonah Jameson, so there is precedent. Alongside the Spider-Man alums, we also have major MCU players making appearances. Benedict Cumberbatch is reprising his role as the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange, leading us to the next topic. What is the Spider-Man plot? Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige has said that WandaVision, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness tells one narrative, a story involving a multiversal anomaly. The Loki series has also touched on with references to multi-timelines and variants and the opening of multiverse in the Loki season 1 finale. As of now, we don't know exactly what that entails, but it sounds like No Way Home will lead into a massive event in the next Doctor Strange film. From what we do know, No Way Home will pick up from where Far From Home left off. Peter Parker's secret identity has been revealed into the world by Mysterio. Concentrating too much. And he has to find a way to keep his life from spiraling out of control. The rumors of a multiversal event have been surrounding the film for months now, and with Far From Home poised to unite actors from all three of Sony's different Spider-Man franchises in the same movie, there's little to be known about the actual plot of Spider-Man No Way Home. Although Melina spilled the beans that the character Doc Ock picks up immediately where we last saw him in Spider-Man 2 down by the river, Melina revealed that Sony and Marvel will be using digital de-aging technology to allow him to reprise the role 17 years later. I think they mean earlier. This seems to suggest that Spider-Man No Way Home will somehow pick up the characters from other Spider-Man franchises that we last saw them 9 years later. Is Spider-Man No Way Home... Is Spider-Man No Way still filming? After being delayed due to COVID concerns, Spider-Man No Way Home started production in October 2020. Like almost all of the previous Spider-Man of Marvel movies, No Way Home was filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, but they also spent time in New York City. The cast and crew finished filming in March of 2021. Let's see. When are we gonna see the trailer? Possibly during it'll probably be attached to Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, or Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So one of those two movies, possibly both, who knows. Is this Tom Holland's last film as Spider-Man? Oh, Spider-Man No Way Home is the last film in Tom Holland's current contract to play Peter Parker, Spider-Man. But it's unlikely this is the last last we'll see of him. of this version of this character. Holland has uh, gone on record saying he'd be there in a heartbeat. And that's a quote. If the call ever came to suit up once more, Sony Pictures wants to continue making Spider-Man films and even launch their own Spider-Man universe with non-MCU films like Venom, Morbius, and Kraven, meaning these movies are not produced by Marvel Studios, and thus Kevin Feige and company have no say in their creative development or execution. Having Tom Holland be the face of their franchise is likely their top priority. The same can be said for Disney. Spider-Man No Way Home is the last Spider-Man film set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the current contract. The agreement between Sony and Disney is set to end after a solo outing and one more team-up movie, which has not been announced. Which, yeah, I'm willing to bet I know what it is, but yeah. It is in both Sony and Disney's best interest to keep the web slinger and its actor in the MCU for as long as they can. Luckily, Holland thinks both sides are happy with their current relationship and will continue working together in the future. He went on to say, quote, I think they love working with each other. I think they found a way in which it can be beneficial for both studios. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see more of Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the MCU or just it with Sony? Do you want to see Sony and the MCU work together with more Spider-Man? I know I would. He's good. And now we're going to dive right into the Adult Swim schedule for Tuesday. Oh no, Wednesday. Tuesday was yesterday. Today's Wednesday. Starting at 8 o'clock, we have Bob's Burgers. 9 o'clock, American Dad. 10:30 is Rick and Morty. 11 o'clock, Family Guy. At midnight, you have Rick and Morty. At 12:30, Robot Chicken. 1 a.m., Aqua Teen Hunger Force. 1:30, Family Guy. 2:30, Bob's Burgers. 3:30, Rick and Morty. 4 a.m., Jim Macedu. 4:30, The Venture Brothers. 5 a.m., Naruto Shippuden. And if you're still awake at 5:30, Samurai Jack. And that's your Adult Swim schedule for Wednesday, August the 11th. So if you guys aren't subscribed, please go ahead and do that now. Hit that subscription button, ring that bell, give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing, and share us with your friends, your family, everyone, and anyone who likes anime and the MCU. And on the next thing, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.